How you doing? How you doing? It's Chris the Method Man. And today, boys and girls, we have a special guest, Deshaun Watkins Perkins,
Uh-huh.
TSU DB. Bro, it's an honor. It's a blessing. Thank you for coming on.
No problem, my guy.
So, uh, a lot of times in my show, I like to do a little game called Start Bench Cut.
Right,
So it's going to be a DB edition.
right.
So first, we got Ed Reed, we
Uh-huh.
got Sean Taylor,
Right.
and we got Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. So you
Ooh.
have to tell me who would you start, bench, and who would you cut?
All right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start Coach Prime.
Okay.
Uh, I'm
You
a
got to tell me why.
I'm a bench Reed, and I'm gonna cut
Ah,
Sean Taylor. I'm gonna tell you why though, because I feel
okay.
like Sean Taylor really didn't show us a lot. You feel me?
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? He went away too early. But
yeah,
the A Reed and Coach Prime, they work speak for itself, so
yeah.
that's how I feel about that.
Okay, I can see that, bro. I can see that because with Ed Reed, man, he's kind of like a bruiser, but he
Right,
also, he can play special teams, he can
right,
play
special teams.
anything. So he's just versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Even Dion.
Right.
So I can see why you said that, bro. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's a good it's a good explanation. So who is Jay Watkins Perkins? Who are you as a person, man?
I'm a very loving person. Um, a very caring person too. Uh,
Mhm.
like to hear people out. Um, always, I don't know. Always like to. Well, I like to be a leader, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, a leader. Lead by example type of guy.
hmm So when you say as lead by example, just I guess how can you put that? Just you know.
Um, say weight room. You feel me for practice. Try to be the first one out there, last one to leave. Doing extra
Mhm.
work on and off the field to keep my grades as high as possible. That type of guy.
Mm. So being the example for the young bucks and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay, bro. Okay, okay. I'd like to see that, man. I'd like to see that. I wouldn't see myself as a leader, but I see myself as a guy that you can count on.
Right.
Just
Right. Right.
anything in
Right.
life.
Right.
You know?
Everybody got their roles though, so.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Honestly, yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't even have to be the smartest guy in the room. You can just
Mm-hmm.
say you can just say the right thing at the right time.
Right. Right. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So, bro, the story is I read on your bio. You're from Nashville, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
3-star recruit,
Mm-hmm.
2019. Uh, recruited by Ole Miss, Mississippi State, another
Mm-hmm.
school.
Mm-hmm.
So, just coming out of high school, that was 2019.
2019.
Okay. So, coming out of high school as a 3-star athlete, do you think you were kind of, I guess, overlooked in a way, or you think you deserved a higher, I guess, rating?
Nah, not really. I really put everything in God's hands. I really don't want
Yeah.
to hope too high for anything or hope too low for anything. I just put everything in God's hands. You know,
Mm,
I put the work in to be where I'm at or be where I was, you know, ranked at, I should say.
mm. That God has the final say, no matter what. No
Right.
matter, that's bro.
I feel like a star
That's,
doesn't depend on how good or bad you are. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
That's what other people got to
mm,
say about you. You know what type of person you are or how good you
mm,
are.
mm.
Mhm.
Expound on that, bro. That just that hit me, bro.
Mhm.
'Cause I feel like a lot of times, like in the NFL draft, you know, you can be like this top recruit. For
Right.
instance, Matt Leinart, right?
Right.
Matt
Right.
Leinart was amazing. He was an amazing high school quarterback
Mhm.
and college quarterback. But
Mhm.
I feel like if the statistics aren't there, man, then like
Mhm.
God has to say regardless. You
Right.
know,
I get what you're
yeah.
saying.
So I always try to live by that. So
Fact.
so what are your goals for 2022? Now being a former Memphis Tiger, now TSU Tiger.
Right. The goal is to become a leader on this team. Lead by example. Um, First of all, as a team goal, we want to win the OVC, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, but personal goal, I want to receive newcomer of the year, defensive player of the
O-
year. You know,
Okay.
first team all OVC. Yeah, that's my goals for this upcoming season.
So was there ever, I guess, a moment like when you were in the transfer portal that you had like some doubts, you know?
Nah, I really put. But when you have high faith in God, you really never have no doubt. Like I was bought or raised to never panic, so I never panicked
Mm,
when I was in the portal. You know what I'm saying?
mm, mm,
So yeah, no, I
mm,
really never panicked while I was in the portal.
mm. So do you think, I guess, going into the transfer portal, you know,
Hmm.
there was a bunch of teams coming up.
Right.
Was the first, I guess, decision was that at HBCU or was it someone like something
Mm-mm.
else?
Nah, it was something else. First when I first entered the portal, the University of Arkansas hit me up, and
Yeah.
that's what I was leaning towards. That's where everybody wanted me to go. That's what I was leaning towards. But then a coaching change had popped up. The coach that was there recruiting me ended up going to Ole Miss, and
Mm,
I really want. They didn't have no open spots at Ole Miss, or let me say this, they really didn't need for a corner at Ole Miss. So that I end
yeah.
up going somewhere else or looking at other
Mm.
options.
So you think so? For instance, like if another college like LSU hit you up, but then Jackson State hit you up, you
Mm,
got two choices. You can either go to Coach Prime and be the most decorated DB of all time. You
right,
can either go to LSU and be the top draft pick. So
right.
it's like, you know, if you were in that situation, bro, what would you do with that?
Uh, who wouldn't want to be coached by the best DB of all time? You get what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
like a no. That's kind of like a no-brainer. So of course, LSU is big hype. It has all the accolades behind it. But I would probably go play for Coach Prime.
Uh-huh.
You feel me?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I mean, I can see that too, bro. As
But go
just with
Tigers
Travis,
though. By the way,
yeah,
go Tigers.
just with which one? Because they got Memphis and they got TSU.
TSU.
Yeah, I'm just joking with you, bro. So, as a DB, are you more of a man to man type of guy, like in your face guy? Like
Yeah.
after you make a play, like you want to back it up, or are you more of like a player that you know? Let me put it, who actually like, I guess, who lets
Nonchalant.
his for
Let the
itself,
game do
I
the
guess.
talking. I get what you're
Let
saying.
the
Now I'm more of a in your face trash talking type of DB. You feel me? I like to let my game talk, but then again I'm gonna talk that talk. That's just where I'm from. That's what we do. You get what I'm saying? I could be late. It depends on the receiver too. Also, if the receiver isn't doing too much talking, then I probably ain't gonna do too much talking. But if he talking back to me, then I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk that talk to him. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. So
Yeah.
are you more like? So I guess like as a DB, are you more like a like who you see yourself as like that you model like trash talk everything like who you model as a DB.
I model Jalen Ramsey. He from my city.
Mm,
Big
I was
trash
about to say,
talker. Big, arrogant,
yeah.
confident. Yeah, I model Jalen Ramsey though.
Mm.
That's my guy.
So you think the trash talk like it just like it helps your game, or you think it can also I guess affect it like in
Nah,
a bad way?
it helps my game. It just boosts my confidence. I always been like that since I was young. I always was big on trash talking, so I feel like it helps my game. It could hurt someone's game, but for me, nah, I really don't. It really don't hurt my game. It really builds my confidence up.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it helps get in the receiver head also. So yeah, it helps my game.
Mm. Okay. So what's the greatest advice that you have ever gotten as I guess as a man and or on the recruiting trail? Like, what was the best advice you ever got?
Never give up. Like
Mm,
within anything you do in life, never give up. Because if you give
mm,
up, it means you quit. That means you stop
mm.
going towards your goal. So never give up. That's always been my quote. I never give up with anything I do.
So, do you think that's like, I guess, having that mentality that's from, I guess, family members, or that's just from within?
That's just within. Like family members, like it's really my overall quote. Like to never give up. Go 100
Mm,
behind anything you do. Cause if you give up, you'll
mm,
never reach your goal. So I always was brought and raised to never give up.
mm, mm. That's deep, bro. So, like, just like, was there ever a moment where that you knew that you were that guy? Like, when you got that first offer, you were like, "Man, I'm that guy, bro." you know, like, was there ever a moment that was like that?
Uh, yeah, I'll say, all right, boom, I probably got my first offer freshman year at a basketball game. I wouldn't say I was that guy, but I was happy. You can't be too,
Yeah.
because people seem like you bragging. So I wasn't saying, yeah, I'm that guy going around being arrogant. Nah, I really just took it like, okay, it's a stepping stone. I got to keep, stacking my chill. I got to
Yeah.
keep moving forward, keep elevating. So, nah,
Yeah.
I never really bragged about being that guy, but yeah, I felt like I was the man at the time.
So you just had like a piece of humble pie.
Right. Come on now.
Okay. So you think that goes in anywhere in life, I guess, being
Mhm.
humble and just, I guess being the person that God created you to be.
Facts. I agree.
Yeah. So, what was your greatest high school moment, or greatest college moment at Memphis? Either one.
Uh, my greatest high school moment, I'll say being selected to be in the NFL draft. Like I was on the NFL stage. Like it was a pick. The Titans had a pick. So a person from the NFL draft called my high school and they told me they wanted me to be in the draft. You get what I'm
Oh
saying? So
wow.
I got to be up there and they acknowledged me for my accomplishments at the NFL draft. So that was probably one of my highest moments in, college. I mean high school. But my favorite college Memphis goal or whatever it was achievement is winning the 2019 championship. That was probably one of the highest best moments. I never won a championship in my life, like
Oh
within
wow.
nothing. So that's crazy. I won my first championship in college.
So you said this was with Memphis.
Yes, with Memphis, my freshman year.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah,
damn.
crazy.
So how old are you? You're 21 right now.
22.
22. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on any, I guess if the Tennessee Titans, of your hometown Nashville, called you right now, bro,
Right.
right? Or you either got a chance for, I guess, more eligibility, right?
Mm.
What, I guess, in that situation, what choice would you take? Would it be the draft, or would it be playing for TSU for your senior season and getting, I guess, the OBC championship?
That's a hard decision. I'm more of a team type of guy, but
Yeah,
I want to help my family first. So if the Titans call
yeah,
me, then I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I got a family to feed. So yeah,
yeah.
I probably go with the Titans just because I got a family to
Hmm.
feed. But I would love to win the OVC championship with my guys for sure.
Okay. So, what has been like? Was there even like, I guess, a challenge? Like just being at PWI for like 2 years,
Hmm.
and now going to HBCU. It's an all black school. You know,
Right.
you've been to, you went to a diverse high school, I guess.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so was there any like, I guess, in the way a culture shock, like just like in that way when you got
Uh.
to TSU?
I mean, I could say TSU is funner than
Yeah,
Memphis. It's really not a culture shock because I'm so raised being around that type of culture and that type of.
yeah, yeah,
It really
yeah.
wasn't no big culture shock, but the PWI is for sure more calmer but TSU is more. I could say TSU is more funner, but now I really ain't getting no culture shock. I've been raised around that type of atmosphere my whole life.
Mm. So, were you most excited about just, I guess, being at HBCU and playing for HBCU? Like, what are you most
Uh,
excited about, like on campus? So anything
um,
about it?
I feel like making a change. I feel like I told TSU because I want to make a change, showing other
Yeah.
kids around the country and around my city that TSU is not that bad, and
Mm,
they could come to TSU. You know, why not? People in my own city look at TSU as being ashamed, or they ashamed to go to TSU to play football. I want to be that person that be the first person to do it. That's highly
mm,
ranked coming out of high school to do it to make others
mm.
follow along and do the same.
Can you expound on that, bro? Because like I feel like that. Because like with that young man Travis Hunter, you
Hmm.
know, he said like a quote. I don't know what it was, but it told him how he wanted to. He said how he wanted to change the narrative. You know,
Right,
so
right.
expound on that for me, man. Like, I guess what you mean about changing the narrative for other athletes.
I got you.
Just yeah.
Most athletes feel like you should go to these big Power Five schools, and
Mm.
it's cool, or whatever. But why not do it for HBCU? Why not do it for your same? You feel me? Why not do it for that?
Yeah,
You feel get what I'm
yeah,
saying? Why not do it for that? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like I'm here to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't
yeah,
mind doing it. So
yeah. Cause
then
I
that's
mean,
why I really chose the HBCU.
yeah. Cause I feel like no matter what school you go to,
Right,
get an education.
right.
You maybe meet the love of your life. You never know.
Never know.
You may play a sport,
Hmm.
but at the the first one that I said, you get an education,
Right,
regardless of what
right.
school you go. The school can look raggedy.
Hmm.
I got my education,
You got your
so
education. That's what
it's
you was
like
there to do. Get that diploma. That's what you was there to do in the first place.
yeah. So I just feel like as people and as human beings, we need to stop like just putting this narrative saying, "Oh, go to Florida. Oh, go to Alabama."
Right.
Yeah, you can go to the NFL, but at the same time, you can go to the NFL at
From
TSU,
anywhere. From anywhere.
at Webster State.
Right.
All those
Anywhere.
schools,
Anywhere.
anywhere, man. Yeah, some people might put you in the fifth round, but you
Yeah.
gotta prove yourself. You
Right.
know,
Right.
it's like, and also to expound on that, what you said, bro, it's the also the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at Tom Brady.
Right.
Tom Brady was the second to last man to be drafted.
Mm-hmm.
He's the 7-time Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, man, we need to stop all that superstition, all everything, man.
I
So
get
it's
what
like,
you're saying.
you know, like I
Mm-hmm.
can go to that small PWI and get a degree. It
Right.
doesn't matter.
Right.
So I feel like, yeah, Florida's awesome, bro. They got awesome stuff, but I like Southern better, you know?
Right.
So
I get what you're saying.
yeah, bro. We just gotta change that narrative. And it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't take it takes a village. It takes
Right.
all of us, you know?
Right. Right.
Even if you're not an athlete,
Mm-hmm.
you know, change the
Mm-hmm.
narrative, stuff like that.
I get what you're saying.
So, bro, going back to I guess 2005, you're probably like 4, 3, I don't know. What was that athlete that you grew up with? It can either be football, Olympian. Who was that athlete that really like you were really fond about, like you really just, liked?
Uh, I get what you're saying. I feel like the athlete that really sparked it in my head that I really want to play football. You probably gonna be like, man, why him? But I say LaDainian Thompson. That always been my favorite player.
Huh? Why so?
He was different. Like I never seen nobody rock the black visor, and he had his own customized helmet. So they really
Mm,
sparked my mind on, okay, yeah, I like this player. Like he's always been one of my favorite players. He was a goat too, though. You know, LT
yeah.
was he was the man. So they really sparked the. I always wanted to be like LT. And Brandon
So,
Marshall. Brandon Marshall was one of my inspirations growing up too, though. Cause I wore them 15 1 year
oh,
in
wow.
Little League. So and he wore 15 when he was with the Broncos or the Jets, one of them two. So yeah, that's always made me want to be a Brandon Marshall too.
I feel like when you said about Brandon Marshall, bro, like just how his story is amazing.
Right.
just how went through mental health, bipolar,
Mm-hmm.
depression and stuff like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
It really, it really kind of was the reason why I started podcasting, you
Right.
know. And I feel like, man, that those two guys are just those pivotal people that really, I guess, are inspirations for all generations, really.
For sure.
So, who are you most excited to play against? Uh, I guess it could be an HBCU team or any team for this season.
Uh, Everybody really knows it's kind of no brainer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to see TSU versus Jackson State. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
It's kind of a big game on the schedule. But every game on the
yeah.
schedule is a big game. But that's kind of like a big game that everybody wants to see. You feel me? We got a lot of good quality players on our team. They got a lot of good quality players on their team. So that's probably one of the biggest games I'm looking forward to this year.
So, do you think at Jackson State, you feel like y'all kind of the underdogs, or do y'all think are just on the same level?
Uh, I really can't tell you. Like that's for the fans to decide. I'm
Mm.
really a player, so I really can't decide if I don't know if we're the underdogs or not. I just, you know, they got a lot of hype over there to their name, so they
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
probably
yeah.
looks at them as the underdogs. But that's for the fans and people, the outsiders to decide.
Well, going to my next question, bro. Do you think, I guess, if a team is overhyped, do you think they can actually affect their season?
For
Like
sure,
just like for the worst.
for sure. Because you feel like you're unbeatable. You feel like you can't be beat if you feel like you're too
Mm,
up there. But our motto over here at TSU is respect all, fear none. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
But it could also affect the team. I get what you're saying. It could go for the
mm,
worst. But it also could be good because it could build your team confidence. You might feel like, oh yeah, can't nobody beat us, can't nobody mess with us. And it could help your team. So
mm.
yeah, it's 50-50.
Okay. So do you? Because I'll give you another example of this. I feel like with Florida, last year they sucked. They were bad.
Right.
So we played this team called Sam, and you know they were in this situation. Well, it was Sanford,
Uh-huh.
and they were in a situation where they thought they were going to beat this team, but then
Uh-huh.
Sanford put like 50 points on them. It was like 50-46.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like that was in that situation that was a piece of humble pie, you know.
Right.
And I feel like every team, no matter who you are, it just depends on the day,
Right.
you know.
Uh-huh.
So let's go to another question. So if you're in a situation where you were in the fight, right? Something broke loose. Who is that? I guess teammate that who has your back, regardless of the situation.
All 10. The rest of the 10.
Okay.
The rest of
Well,
the 10. If I'm having a fight on the field, the rest of the 10,
yeah.
they all coming behind me.
Mm,
This is how we move though. We move very militant. So
mm,
yeah, I feel like the rest of the team will come handle that.
okay. So there's no like, I guess, one person behind it, or it's just
We all
so is
coming.
that so if they jump in, then you jump in. Okay, I got you, bro. I got you.
We all coming like that.
So, bro, how can you, I guess, impact a team like impact the NFL team? I guess if you're in that situation, or
Mhm.
it was, you know, NFL draft. Like, how can you impact that team? What can you bring to the table, and how can you make a difference?
I'm a very long, rangy, hard hitting, physical type of corner. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm,
could shut down the whole side of the field if my coach needs me to, or go lock
mm,
down the number one receiver. So that's very big because most guys can't travel with the number ones. They like to stay on one side of the field. I feel like I can travel with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to
Yeah.
go travel wherever the best player is. I feel like I can guard him the whole game. You know what I'm saying? That's what I bring to an NFL team.
So it says you like, I think 6'4", 200.
6'4", 205, 210.
That's bro. Dang. I'm just trying to imagine that right now, bro. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you got long arms,
Long arms.
fast as the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can't stop that.
Can't stop.
You can't. That's like some Ray. That's like some Ray Lewis type stuff, but corner,
Mm-hmm.
and you can back it up. Man, I wouldn't even try. I'll give you the ball, man. I'll be like, I'm retiring for the day.
For sure.
So, bro, who is this person? I guess who inspired you to play the game of football, the game that you love, the game that you were blessed with the skills to play? Like, who was that person in your life, coach, friend, who inspired you to play?
My pops.
Mm.
He played
Shout out to
football.
pops.
Yeah, shout out to pops. He played football back in the day also. So yeah, he was always
Oh,
on my case about playing the game of football, and
mm,
he just introduced me to the game, and I just fell in love with it. You
mm.
know what I'm saying? Always been in my corner, always been there for me, always one call away.
Do you think it? I guess like your father instilling the things like for football for you.
Hmm.
Do you think that it make you, I guess, a better man?
Right,
Just
made me a way better man than I am. He made me the man I am today.
mm, me either, bro. Without my dad, man, nah, I wouldn't be the man I am today either.
For sure.
So, bro, I thank you for coming on, man. It was fun. You know,
Well,
I'm gonna give you my number, man. Anytime that you want to come on this show, like
hmm
I mean it, bro.
I
Anytime you
got
want to come on the show, any accolades,
you.
any anything that you want to do, man.
Hmm.
Just shoot me a holler.
I got you, broski.
All right, man. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. All right, guys. That was Jay Watkins, man. Humble human being, amazing person. This is Chris the Method Man. This is my show. I'm out. Peace. Gotta do some homework. See y'all later. Good night.